welcome to episode 12 of Attitude Talk Podcast. I am your host, Coach Tress. I am a certified anxiety life coach, and I'm just here to get my point of view shared with y'all and to get y'all point of view shared with the world. Okay? So, can we do that together? I think we can. Yes, we can. Let's go. Hey, if you're new here, please stick around and watch the video and subscribe, like, and drop some comments and share this video with a friend of a friend and let them know that you locked in. Okay? Okay, y'all. So in this episode, we're going to be talking about how to boost up your standards. Okay? This is all about your personal power. This is about making yourself feel better and look better throughout any period of your life, okay? When it comes to setting better standards for yourself, first thing that you want to do is always reflect. Reflect on, you know what I mean? Like what you've been through. A lot of times we look back at what we've been through and we be like, oh my gosh, like I was you know what I mean? I was really messed up in that situation, or that situation was so bad that it just dawns on you for forever. But self-reflection is the best and most healthiest thing that you can do, because when you dig into the past and you start to break down what you've been through and how it made you feel and where you are now, if you gotten better, you're able to take that wisdom from that situation and apply it to yourself now. So say if you wore blonde hair or something like that and you was like, oh my gosh, I got picked on, everybody laughed at me because I wore blonde hair. So now you take it into account, I'm never going to wear blonde hair again that looks like that, you know what I mean? Or I'm going to do my blonde hair better. I'm going to add some colors, some highlights, you know what I mean? Like you make yourself better, and then you reflect on the situation like, oh, those people just laughing because they was hating. I might not have had the hair born right, but you know, I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? As you move on. So you just want to take the time out to reflect on certain little things like that, and just see how you can make yourself better in that situation. And if, say, your hair was fine, but people was just hating, okay? Because that's what they're going to do. They're going to hate. But, you know, you felt a certain type of way about that, so that you never want to wear blonde hair again. Take the wisdom from that situation as you shouldn't care what nobody got to say, okay? So self-reflect. This is how we're going to set the standards for ourselves, okay? Decipher what we do and don't want. Decipher how we do want to do it and how we don't want to do it, okay? Next, you want to define realistic but challenging goals, okay? So when you're defining your goals, you can say, oh my gosh, I'm going to be the next TikTok star in a month, okay? Which that can happen, okay? That can for sure happen for you. But let's try to break it down into smaller goals. Let's say, okay, in this month, I'm going to post quality content so that my views are boosted. I'm going to stay consistent for this month, and I'm going to see what content works for me, what's getting the most views, and then I'm going to structure my content around that. And then within a few months, I will be able to gain from 100 followers to 200 followers, 300, 400. We're just going to keep building on that, okay? Because this is where we're setting our standards at, okay? We're setting the bar higher and higher every time we make a new goal for ourselves, okay? So make sure that the new goal aligns with where you see yourself, okay? Make sure that new goal aligns with that. And then you're going to cultivate self-discipline and accountability, okay? If you don't have any accountability for yourself or self-discipline for yourself, you're going to be either bad bodies, you're going to have bad skin, bad hair, bad nails. It's going to show, okay, all throughout your being. So let's start being more disciplined and more healthy about where we want to go, because we can't make all of these goals for ourselves, but yet we're still doing things that don't align with those goals. Like, if you want to be the top business marketer or businessman, that job requires you to move around. That job requires you to be attentive. It requires you to be patient, to be active, to show up, okay? And if you're unhealthy, how can you do that? So we know that you don't have any discipline if you're unhealthy, okay? So let's start being accountable for where we are now, where we have been, and where we want to be. And you are going to differentiate that. This is one level, this is the next level, and then we're setting the standard, okay, for where we want to be. This is how you always training your mind and telling your mind that this is where I'm going to be. There's no if, ands, or buts about it. There's no plan B's, okay? Plan A is that I'm going to be successful, and I know putting in the work, making sure that I'm disciplined, make sure that, you praying, you're protecting yourself, your peace, your energy, and you're always spreading that energy over yourself and in your atmosphere so that it's reflected back to you. Because in due time, even if you're sitting right there thinking that, oh my gosh, it's a year from now, 2 years from now, I'm not going to do it, I've been sitting in this rut for a long time. If you're able to take accountability for where you have been and where you are now, you're going to see that things happen for a reason, okay? So it might have been something that you needed to slow down and focus on. Is the reason why you're not getting where you want to be at, okay? So let's be disciplined and let's have some accountability, okay? Now, you also want to practice self-compassion and celebrate your achievements, okay? So if you were in one place a year ago and now you know that you're in a better place now, whether it's one notch up or two notches up from where you were, you're in a better place now. So be grateful. Be grateful for the steps that is being presented to you, because a lot of times people don't even follow the steps. Back to discipline, okay? They don't even follow the steps of what they laid out for themselves. Like, you can't even keep up your content schedule. I know we all do it, but if you can't keep up your content schedule, your diet, your regimens, something of that nature, then you're gonna have a hard time even just trying to celebrate the little achievements that you make or being easy on yourself. Because if you can push through at least for a week and do something consistent, and then give yourself a break at the end of that week and say, okay, I did good, I did what I'm supposed to do, now I can pick myself back up. You're gonna train yourself that you're gonna train your brain that this is good for me and this is healthy for me. So you're going to start rewarding yourself. So you're going to want to do it more. You're going to want to do this stuff more once you get a reward for it. So reward yourself. Just say, this felt so good for me. Look at my body. I know I feel good. I felt better this week. It might have, made me sore, or, that conversation might have been hard to deal with, but I did it and I'm good and I feel good about it. So now my brain is about to tell me, do it some more. Do it some more. And let's see where we can get with this, especially if it's a health regimen or a routine or something like that. So, that's good for you. A little side note, I recently got into Pilates. Oh my gosh. For my ladies out there who does Pilates, that is like World War III, okay? On them thighs. All right. Okay, and then lastly, you want to continuously learn and improve, okay? You are put here to learn and improve. If you have any resistance against putting in the work to improve yourself, it's not gonna work out for you, okay? We have to always be learning and always be improving. Challenge yourself. If you just sitting down scrolling on TikTok all day, find something that interests you and challenge yourself to do it. Don't just see everyone else doing something that you want to do and then you get so upset with yourself, because it ain't that person, it's yourself. You so upset with yourself that you angry that you're not doing what this person is doing. But you can do it, okay? Unless you have any other complications with you, you can do it. So let's start training our minds to set the standard and set the bar a little bit higher for ourselves so that we can all feel better within ourselves and we can feel better about helping other people get to places of success, whether it's more than us or less than us, okay? Self-improvement. We are always improving. We're always aging, getting wiser. And, you know, we just need to hone in on how to set these standards and what we need to do. Okay? And it's simple steps. Play this video back if you need to watch it from the beginning and get your steps down. Write them down. Okay? And in your self-reflection, you want to identify your core values, okay? Identify your core values and make sure that they are aligning with who you are and where you want to be. Be honest with yourself. Don't be delusional and do not tell yourself lies, because the lies we tell ourselves is the lies we have to lay with, okay? And if you telling yourself a bold-faced lie, you're going to have to turn around and look in the mirror and eat that lie up, okay? So if you walk around here talking about you this, that, and the third, and you know you ain't hitting on nothing, please save it to the back, okay? Okay. All right. Make sure you tell everyone about Coach Tress, okay? And make sure they are locked in. So, thank you so much for sticking around for episode 12. And I'm going to see you on the next episode, episode 13, dropping April 11th, okay? Go check out my content schedule on my social media okay? Yeah, so thank you for tuning in to episode 12 of Attitude Talk Podcast. I'm going to see y'all on the next episode, in episode 13, okay? Because we love winning, okay? And I'm going to see you there. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on my post notifications and tell a friend that you locked in with the coach, okay? See ya.